Hello everyone, you're on the Binaryx channel, and today we will figure out what inflation is and how to fight it. We will also look at ways to not only preserve your money but also to grow your capital. Let's take a look at the top countries by inflation rate for 2023. In the third place, Argentina, in the second place, Lebanon, and in the first place, Venezuela. So, imagine that right now a man from Venezuela, let's call him Pablo, won $20,000 in the lottery. The inflation rate in Venezuela is 283%, which means that if Pablo waits and doesn't spend his money on some goods for 6 months, he will have to pay twice as much for the same goods in 6 months. For example, today Pablo can buy a brand new Volkswagen Golf for $20,000, but in 6 months he would need to spend $48,300 on the same car. Venezuela is just the most striking example. Today, even in the most developed countries around the world, there is a record inflation rate that hasn't been seen in the past 30-40 years. In the USA and EU countries, it reaches 10% and continues to rise. Here is another example. I have a car in Warsaw. I went on a trip for a while, and before leaving I filled up the tank, which cost $100. When I returned, the same tank of gasoline cost around $150 Physically, it is the same car. The same amount of gasoline fits in the tank as before, but refueling the car has become more expensive. Yes, inflation takes a toll on our money. This leads many to ask a very logical question. What should we do to at least preserve our money and at best grow it? After all, each of us dreams of making our lives and the lives of our families more comfortable. Let's get back to Pablo. He decides that it's impossible to live and thrive in such an economic environment. So he and his family moved to the USA, where his $20,000 won't disappear within a few months. As the latest data shows that inflation in the USA is 3.7%. Most people spend all the money they earn. To avoid struggling in their old age and to live comfortably, Pablo decides that he needs to start saving. The World Population Review website has compiled a list of countries based on their overall savings rates. Families in Europe save up to 20% of their total income. Citizens of the USA save around 5% of their income. As we have already discovered, if money is just kept under the mattress or even in a bank account, it will lose its value over time. Pablo understands this too, and now, for the first time, he considers investing. Now let's put ourselves in his shoes. What is the goal of investing? That's right, creating a source of passive income. But you must understand that investing always involves risks. Let's say you have money to invest. Where would you choose to invest it? Right now, you might think of either nothing or a lot of different ideas. Let's go step by step. For example, every bank offers you the opportunity to open a deposit account with the most favorable interest rate for you. The advantages of bank deposits include low risk and easy access to funds. The main disadvantage is the low return. Considering inflation, at best you can preserve your money, but not to grow it. To make a profit, you need to take more risks. One option is investing in stocks. The advantages include high potential returns, but the disadvantages include high volatility, meaning instability. Due to all these market fluctuations, there is a high risk of losing all your investments. The cryptocurrency market is just as unstable. In this market, not only investors, but also exchanges can go bankrupt. Last year, the cryptocurrency exchange FTX went bankrupt. The total amount of damage is difficult to calculate, but the capital of FTX founder Sam Bankman decreased by $26 billion. This is just $2 billion more than the annual budget of the metropolis like Los Angeles. So, Pablo understands that stocks and crypto have a huge amount of risk because their prices fluctuate constantly. Plus, Not all stocks pay dividends for holding them. Among relatively safe and profitable investment tools, real estate appears to be the most preferred option. It has two very important advantages. First, it is an asset that appreciates in value. Second, it generates income through rent. Thus, Pablo understands that real estate can build a passive income source and preserve capital. If money loses its value, a square meter remains a square meter. Before 2023, investing in real estate was impossible for many. How was it before? A person would buy an apartment, rent it out, and it would start generating income. To buy an apartment, you needed to save a lot of money. However, there is a solution. Today, thanks to tools like the Binaryx platform, for example, you can invest small amounts in real estate worldwide. How has this become possible? Tokenization. Real estate tokenization is the process of converting property ownership rights into a digital asset or token. Tokenization gives you two opportunities. First, it allows you to divide a large asset, such as real estate, into smaller amounts, thereby lowering the entry threshold. You can start investing with the Binaryx platform with as little as $50. Second, it provides the ability to transfer ownership rights to this asset, in essence the token, in a matter of seconds through blockchain without the involvement of third parties. By the way, if you want a detailed video about blockchain, let us know in the comments. Since 2020, the company team I work with has been exploring how to legally link up real estate to tokens and accordingly to ownership rights. Today, thanks to US legislation, we have achieved this possibility. Each property listed on Binaryx is a separate legal entity managed algorithmically through blockchain. By purchasing tokens, you acquire a share in the company. We, in turn, simply create the infrastructure for this. That means we give you the opportunity. As full-fledged owners, you can do everything from changing the rent to switching the management company. Let's talk a bit about the results. Over the past year, our platform has made significant progress. First, we successfully launched the platform and attracted our first investors, selling 3 real properties. Second, we expanded our geography, now operating in Montenegro and Indonesia, with plans for the United Arab Emirates, Kazakhstan and Turkey. Regarding security, we ensure transparency through agreements with management companies, smart contracts. Your investment is protected by US law and you can verify your ownership share through the public registry. It's important to remember that we do not own the real estate. You, as a token holder, directly own a share of the company. Another question that interests our investors is taxation. Investors pay taxes in accordance with the tax laws of their respective countries. At Binaryx, we select the properties for tokenization, focusing on the profitability of the asset. The selection is based on guaranteed returns from the management company. The company also handles the selection of tenants through platforms like Booking or Airbnb. If someone wants to fully purchase a tokenized property, they make an offer and the token holders vote on the sale through a DAO. Let's summarize. Investing in real estate becomes accessible to everyone thanks to blockchain technology and tokenization. Tokenization simplifies the investment process, lowering the entry barrier and providing the opportunity to invest in various properties worldwide. Transparency and security, legal verification of properties, and investment protection are ensured through US legislation and blockchain technology. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the Binaryx channel to regularly receive valuable information about finance and investments, thereby improving your quality of life.